So while I'm still using the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6S, while I haven't upgraded my iPhone, what up YouTube? It's your boy Jermaine, back in another video. This video I thought I would talk about why I still have two old iPhones, why I still have a 6S and a 7 in 2019. Now, believe it or not, I actually had to go to the Apple website to figure out these new phones that are out, because these new names are so confusing. So there's the XR and there's the XS, which is kind of difficult to say. I don't know what's up with Apple and their whole naming iPhone schemes. They should figure out a better way to like name iPhones. But first off, I just run into two problems here. The newer iPhones are not that much faster. Yes, it does have the new A12 chip, and this is a whole lot faster, especially for things like multitasking things. Like if you're doing a lot of video editing on your phone, these things are gonna be a whole lot faster. But if you are doing something like uploading to the internet, these new iPhones are literally no faster. One good thing I can point out about the iPhone XR is it has a really nice battery life, but then at the same time, the XR is such a larger phone. I find myself stuck between two categories. Okay, you have one phone that starts off at $750. Okay, you have another phone that starts off at $1,000. So me, I'm the type of customer, I'm not gonna buy the base one because I need more space. So if I get the XR, let me make sure I'm pronouncing this right. If I get the XR, I'll have to get the one with 120 gigabytes worth of data, meaning that that's gonna cost $850. Now, I'm totally fine with paying $850 for a phone, but then I'm kind of wondering, do I really want the XR just because it's slightly cheaper, but then it's a bigger phone? I really like the size, and I really like the size of these phones. Like it's small, it works. And then there's that whole factor, okay, maybe I should just go ahead and get the XS, because the SX is a couple $100 more and you actually get more space. It jumps from, I think, it jumps from 64 gigabytes up to 56 gigabytes or whatever. So I was thinking that wouldn't be bad to have 1/4 of a terabyte worth of available space on my iPhone. Okay, with that iPhone, I'm gonna pay $1,100, which is even more than, you know, of course that's more than the iPhone XR, than, you know, 250. The iPhone XR was $850, and then the iPhone XS is the one I wanted, would be $1,100. So it's definitely gonna be more. But however, the iPhone XS has a better screen, and also the iPhone XR it has not, basically what I'm trying to say is I'm confused with these iPhones. These new iPhones, they're like really confusing, and it's really hard to tell which is which. I was calling T-Mobile, and I was just calling around to see if they had a 120 gigabyte iPhone XR in yellow. And I called about 5 different stores in San Francisco, and no one had an iPhone XR 120 gigabyte model. Actually, no one had a 120 gigabyte iPhone XR, excluding the black color. So Apple, you literally make 5 different colors, and I actually would have bought the yellow one if they had the yellow one, but no one had the yellow one for sale. And then at the same time, of course I could get the black one because they have the black one for sale, but I don't want to buy a black 120 gigabyte iPhone when there's a yellow one out there that I could have. But if the yellow one didn't exist, you know what? I would totally just buy the black one. But since the yellow one does exist, and since I wasn't able to get the yellow one from T-Mobile, instead I just don't upgrade an iPhone at all. I just keep the same 2 iPhones. Now there's the other option of going to the Apple store and just buying the 120 gigabyte iPhone XR from the Apple store. That's an option, but then at the same time, it's really cool to just go to T-Mobile and give them your old phone. They give you a new phone, and they just add $20 more to your bill every month. Yes, there is an option to go to the Apple store and pay for it all up front, but then there's the option, does the Apple store has the iPhone XR 120 gigabyte model? With all of these iPhone XRs and all the different colors and all the different sizes, this creates like sort of a shortage for iPhones. Years ago when iPhones first came out, it was just only one iPhone to choose from. It was 2 iPhones to choose from. Now you go to the Apple store, there's like, I don't know how many iPhones to choose from, but you know, there's the yellow one, there's 64 gig, there's 120 gig, and it just goes on and on and on and on. There's so many to choose from, and I say to myself, just keep your same 2 iPhones. The main reason I would upgrade an iPhone is for faster upload speeds to the internet. And I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos of people testing out the iPhone XR and the iPhone XS. And believe it or not, the upload speeds are not that much faster than the previous iPhone 10, which is, I guess, the iPhone X with no S. Dude, I really wish that Apple named the iPhones just a better way of naming these iPhones, because the X and the XS and the R and the red and the blue, this is just really, really getting confusing. And me, I'm like such a huge Apple fanboy. I love Apple. I love their products, but right now I'm literally scratching my head. I'm scratching my head like, what's up with these iPhones now? Like, I don't even want to upgrade. And if I don't upgrade now, I probably will not upgrade later this year. Because later this year they're going to come out with new iPhones, and these new iPhones won't have 5G. The word on the street is the 2020 iPhones will have 5G. So this year, 2019, won't be a big iPhone year. This won't be a big upgrade cycle, but I guess next year will be. So since I didn't get an iPhone this year, I guess I'm going to have to keep the 7 and the 6S until 2020, which probably means I'll just maybe buy a used iPhone 10 in a few months or so. Like, I don't even want to buy a used iPhone, but then the iPhone 10, you go to the Apple store, it's not really cheaper because they want you to get the iPhone XS instead. I'm just getting really confused with this whole iPhone, this XS talk. Another random thing I thought I would point out too, it's 2019, and Jermaine, I'm still using the wired Apple headphones. People have asked me so many times, why do you still use these? Like, why do you still use these white headphones? And the main reason I still use these white iPod headphones is because I'm always skateboarding and I don't want to crash, and I crash and one of these earbuds go flying down the street and I can't find it because it's super small, it's white, it could be dark outside if I crash on my skateboard. Like, I don't want to just lose it, so I just stick with the wired earbuds, and they work a whole lot better. They're $30 to replace, and when you want to replace one of the earbuds from your Apple wireless headphones, those are about, if I'm not mistaken, it's $50 for one. So $50 for one earbud, or you could just buy another set of Apple headphones for like $30, or $25, or $20, or maybe $15 if you're on Amazon or eBay, or you're shopping around, or you're going to the little local market down the street. You know what I'm saying? Those random places. But I don't know, it's pretty much why I haven't really upgraded. I was thinking about getting a new iPad, the new iPad Pro. It is much faster with that new fast Apple chip, but then at the same time, my iPad Pro from like 2 years ago is not really slow. Like, it's still really fast. It's still really, really good. Like, it's still a decent iPad. One thing I really do like about these new iPads is now they're taking advantage of USB. I love USB. I am a huge fan of USB. Ever since GoPro put the USB on the new GoPros, I have just been a huge fan of USB. I can't wait to Apple incorporate USBs on their iPhones in the future. We don't exactly know if Apple's going to do this, but there are a lot of rumors out there that Apple will incorporate USB. I would love if they did it, because that means I would only have to carry around one cord instead of like 2 cords now. Okay, a couple more of my devices need to upgrade to USB, and then I would only have to carry around one cord to charge everything, and that would be really, really cool, to carry around one cord to charge everything instead of carrying around 2 cords or 3 cords, or in some cases 4 cords. That's a lot of cords, especially if you're traveling and you know, that sort of thing. So Apple. I love this company, but I don't know what's going on. Like, it seems like they're in a steep decline. And another thing I must point out about iPhones, guys, these iPhones last. They last. These are really good phones. These are really, 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 really good phones. So it's another reason why I don't really want to upgrade. And there's not a lot of things to upgrade for. Like, it's not like they're bringing out like some super cool, awesome features. It's only like battery life, 30 minutes longer than the previous iPhone. Like, 30 minutes longer? Really? Like, 30 minutes longer? Like, alright, okay. Yeah, but you didn't even say like the battery time. Like, is that 10 hours? Is that 30 hours? You say 30 minutes longer. Like, I don't know, maybe Apple is just in steep decline or something like that. Or maybe they're just working on those Apple glasses, so they're just letting everyone get bummed out with iPhones right now, and then in 2020 they'll release the Apple glasses and everyone will be like, whoa, wow, Apple, you're back. Maybe their stock price will go back up. Anyway, thought I would make a video talking about why I haven't upgraded to the latest iPhone. Because I'm kind of stuck. Like, it's kind of difficult. Like, do I pick this one? Do I pick that one? What about this color? What about that? Well, you know, just don't buy anything. I'm just not going to buy anything. I'll just keep my 2 old iPhones. We'll see how long this lasts. I, you know, replaced the battery in this one a few months ago, and it's still good. And I may have to replace the battery in this one pretty soon, but they still work. They're really, really, really good phones. But anyway, I think that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely want to know what you guys have to say about like these new iPhones and the upgrades in the comments below. Definitely light the comment box up so we can have a little discussion about this, because I know that this is sort of annoying to me and it must be annoying to other people out there with iPhones, and you're in the same situation. I want to upgrade, but then I don't want to wait till 2020, and yeah. Peace out.